Welcome back, everybody, again to another Eat Like a Man. Today we're gonna do a overcomplicated beef stew. You can kind of see all the gubbins here. First thing we're gonna do, start a fire, because all great recipes should start with a phrase, start a fire. Next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna, heck with it, you need a knife for right there. Cut this guy up into kind of sort of along his natural lines. 3 big chunks, 4 big chunks, I think. That's that. Fire is really hot. This is about a 5 or 6 pound chuck roast. It's been in my fridge for a couple of days. Dry brining in nothing but salt. Now I'm just gonna add, no shame, and using just black pepper. Man, that's hot. It was 24 degrees here the other day, and now it's 70 something. That's enough pepper. There's plenty of salt on these. They're nice and dry. Moisture is the enemy of searing. These guys are going to go on. And cover it. My trusty brazen pot. It's my trusty brazen pot because it'll fit in there. Salt pork. About that much. I'm trying to use one hand for the meat and one for the blade. I'm going to take these and just break them up a little bit. I didn't bring my tongs. Oh well. Good enough. That is the meat chopped up. Actually, just gonna get rid of these into my pot. I hate these. They make a nice flavor. I'm actually gonna leave them. Yeah, I'm gonna cut them a little bit, just in half, stems and all. I'll leave them big so I can eat around them. They're just gonna add a nice flavor. Missed that one. That's a big one. But if I decide to share some stew with some friends that like shrooms, they can have shrooms. I can just pick mine out. Kenji did a whole thing on this, and this is where I got the recipe from. It's really, really complicated. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get the braising veg ready. Ah, it scared a squirrel. That should do it for that. Oh! Go ahead and flip these, I think. Yeah. Just going for a sear. More braising veg. Didn't have any real carrots, so these will have to do. Ah, the label's on that one. Get out of here. That should do that. For cooking veg, pearl onions. I haven't tried these before. That's what Kenji says to use. So I am going to use it. I don't have a place to put trash. Make use of what I got. More braising veg. These, I think, are just going to disappear. I didn't cut the butthole off of that one. So I'm going to cut these fairly small. More cooking veg, I think. I think those are done. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Put them in my pot. Take my pot. Put it on there. Hadn't made up my mind yet what I want to do with the garlic. It's gonna break it up, I think. Nice things about cooking outside, you just eat stuff wherever you want it to, and nature will take care of it. That's a lot of garlic. I like a lot of garlic. That one's bad. So is that one. Man, you just can't get good produce in the stores these days. That's the fastest way I know to break up garlic. Don't like that one either. And this is about a quart of homemade chicken stock. Yeah, that is a weird flex. I'm going to put some of this, even though it's got lots of collagen and gelatin already in it from how I made the stock. I want more. Also in that, can of tomato paste. Probably don't need the whole can. But I don't feel like saving it. I'm all messy now. Those are done. Got a nice little bit of color on them. Let those guys cool off. And reset, because I just burned the crap out of them. Alright, reset. These things happen. Made an oops. Fire damped down as far as it'll go. It's really way too much heat for this oil, neutral oil. Cover the bottom of the pot. My gelatin should be bloomed. I'm going to add some of that because I have it. You can use soy sauce, oyster sauce, fish sauce. I'm going to use about that much. Get in there. These guys can go in. Gonna brown them up, get all the moisture out of them. This for our blender juice. Come on now. It's gonna make a mess if I try to do this oil and all. You can't stand anchovies, but they're gonna add a really rad umami flavor. Put the lid on. Did I get everything? Did I get everything? I think I got everything. gonna blend that until it's smooth. These guys are squeaking. That should be good enough. I'm gonna go in with our frozen pearl onions. While that is doing that, I'm going to chop these guys up into how big I want them in the stew. About yay big. Good enough. I'm trying to cut along the fat lines if I see them. I don't know what that is, but he sounds angry. Less than 1,000 feet up, I would suspect. I'm going to go ahead and throw in 1 bag of these. It's about a pound. Oh, there's a lot of water in them. Oh well. They didn't have any real carrots at the store for some reason. I'm gonna get these warm. Ooh. This piece is mostly fat. It'll be all right. All-purpose flour. It's a 1/4 cup. Yeah, about that much. Just want all the moisture out of all this. I have to wash that container because I just contaminated it with my flour hands. Or my beef hands. That's really too much flour. Meh. Ah! He ran away. Get rid of all this moisture in there. Might as well use that too much flour for something, right? Might as well dump the rest of these in there, right? Since I'm making mistakes. It's not hot enough. Let the fire go down too much. And I'm realizing I need to clean my knife. I'll be right back. Your meat knife and your veg knife should be kept. Yowza. Yeah, that melted to my thumb. Yikes, that's hot. I need more juice in there. I've not thought this through properly. Just gonna bloom the garlic a bit. While that fire catches. I think that's good enough. Ow, it's burning me. Ow, it's burning me. You know what? I'm going to try again with the salt pork. Glutton before you burn. Smells very, got a lot of onion, salt pork. It's mostly onion and salt pork I smell. I'm going to go ahead and throw in our braising veg. just want some color on them. I don't want to burn them. Now I got a neighbor with a leaf blower. Now we've got a nice spawn. I don't know if you can see that or not. Wow, hot. How hot. That has solution. Apparently I don't have solution. Be alright. Alright. That's enough of that. Got some of this stuff. Funny story about that. Thought all wine had corks. So took my cork removal tool, it went, and then the cork wouldn't come out because it's a twisty top. So I'm going to put some of this stuff in there. About that much. I'm going to put these guys in there. Wow. That just directed the heat right at my hand. Just going to reduce the red wine a bit. Alright, most of the red wine has done its job and is gone. So now I'm going to throw in our umami cloud. And that's going to be our braising liquid. We want most of our meat on top. And that is going to set and simmer for a long time. Half lidded, if I can make the grill do it. It doesn't really want to cooperate. That's okay. I'm going to crank this to around 300 degrees for about an hour and a half. I'm going to clean all this mess up while that's doing that. We'll see you back then. I forgot something, because of course I did. This is just that. And since I'm not a jerk, I am going to tie it up so it can be fished out later. I didn't do a good job of that. I think that's going to work more better. And I don't think I got enough liquid. So I've cracked open one of these. These have one purpose, and that's for this. That's going to set everything into the orbit with the taste. Half lid. That's fitting better. Now, finish cleaning this mess up and be back in around an hour. Try to get the fire where I want it. It's 5 o'clock, 5:30-ish. This has been on for an hour and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and pull all the aromatics. Move this to where it's not going to burn me. Well, I was going to move it to where it wasn't going to burn me. All these guys have done their job. I'm going to leave the carrots because they're just going to obliterate. Hey, there's my sachet. I'm going to leave him for now. Wow, hot. Do want all the celery out. The carrots come to my eye. I'm just going to go ahead and snag them. Whatever. Wow, that's hot. I'm done with that. Hot, 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 hot. Now, remember this stuff? Kind of sad and sorry right now. It's going in. Smells really nice. And for the last bit, since this is the last bit, I'm going to use those guys. That's what they had, and I'm going to leave them kind of big, quarters. And I'm just going to take up the rest of the space in the pot. Not even going to bother peeling them. It's a big one. I'm going to 1/8 this guy. We'll still you. Probably the same with this big guy too. Maybe not. Switched over to using Yukon Golds in stew because freezes better. Get out of here, you nasty bit. Roughly equal amount of potato by weight for the meat. Another hour, I'll leave that on there. We'll be back then. All right, it's been like 3 hours total. I didn't give it enough time on the initial braise. I let my temperatures get out of hand at first, down too low a second, and finally got it kind of under control. So I've had it lit off for the past 4 or 5 minutes. Let's pull out. Potatoes are overdone. That's okay. Potato, a little overdone. It's okay. Can't even fork him. Melt in your mouth. Melt in your mouth. That's pretty darn good. Chunk of meat. There's the test. The meat's done just right. You can go back. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. That's what she looks like. I'm gonna let this set until it gets room temperature. And that is gonna be dinner for tomorrow and lunch for the next couple, 3 or 4 days, probably. Made a number of mistakes. That's okay. Kenji Lopez recipe, spot on. Take this in, let it set inside because I got periwinkle possum over there eating the veggies I already threw out in the woods. Came out pretty good. You should give it a try. It's really overcomplicated. Well worth it. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. For what I'm doing here, but pull it away from the middle. I don't know where my pokey stick went, so I'm using this old cheap sharp cut knife. Not so sharp cut. Ow, hot, ow, hot. I need my pot. Where'd my pot go? There's my pot.